All right, everyone. I just got done on the quartercast there for a couple of hours. We were watching the inauguration, of course. I couldn't help but laugh multiple times. Some of the body language and some of the promises that Trump made, of course, with regards to his over 50 executive orders on day one. He's going to be signing them literally now. Were hilarious. The Bidens, by the way, leaving the White House literally at this moment. Good riddance. Go and sundown on Rehoboth Beach and ride your bike. Please don't fall over in the sand or something like that. So Donald Trump is now the President of the United States. Couldn't wish for a better birthday gift, by the way. My reaction is this. The inauguration speech that Trump gave was a 10 out of 10. Now, I am critical of Trump at times. Sometimes he's not that coherent. He just rambles on and on about the same issues at rallies or something like that. Some of the times he says things that I don't agree with. Like, for example, with the 2016 election, one of the first things that he brought up after he was elected was bringing back CIA black sites. So I do have my criticisms. I do not consider him God Emperor. I noticed a few things, and I pointed them out on the quartercast. Number one, he wore a purple tie. He wore a royal purple. It is exactly the same shade that was used by Roman emperors. That's number one. This is symbolic. Now, there was a reason for that. J.D. Vance, he had the red like Trump tie. He's trying to be the follow-up, the follower who gets into office later. He probably will succeed in this, by the way. He seems like a good individual. I would be perfectly happy with him being president of the United States. There are people I would have preferred ahead of him, but at the same time, if it is Vance, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Donald Trump's inaugural speech was fantastic. It wasn't just good, it was fantastic. And I don't usually levy this sort of praise for politicians. Even when they have a good speech, I'm like, oh, that was good. You know, Trump has many good speeches. This one was fantastic. It was a 10 out of 10. He's talking about, he's literally grilling Biden. Now, Biden and Kamala have to sit literally next to him at the time that he's giving his speech. And he's talking about how the administration is a failure and what he's going to do to reverse it. Kamala Harris sits there like this the entire time. Oh my God, I should be the one at that podium. Biden, meanwhile, he's holding his head in his hands, but he's also trying to be respectful. It was funny, like when the national anthem was sung. Biden is mouthing along. Did you notice that Kamala Harris wasn't doing that? Oh, the body language is goddamn sheer. We dodged not just a bullet, but a whole hail of bullets by re-electing Trump instead of electing Kamala Harris. Biden, at the very least, I think, gives somewhat of a damn, even if it's for egotistical purposes. And so, you know, okay, I'll give him a 1 out of 10 presidency instead of a 0 out of 10, just because his outgoing moments, he showed decorum. Okay, we'll give him 1 point for that. Donald Trump knocked it out of the park. He was large and in charge. Seemed actually, he's coherent, which is something we haven't seen for the last 4 years. Some of the core promises: I'm going to get rid of DEI in the military. That's score number 1. I'm going to get rid of the bullshit wokeness in schools. Score number 2. One thing he didn't mention, the J6ers or the pardons, but I think that's separate because he's talking about executive orders mainly on day 1. He's going to be signing paperwork until his hand hurts, actually. Trying to drill baby drill. He used that line. That's mimetic, by the way. And a plethora of other things. I think that the next 4 years are probably going to be better than the previous 4 years. Now, it's going to take him some time to compensate because Joe Biden's mismanagement has caused a lot of damage to the country. But I think generally speaking, it'll probably be good. I think that the next 4 years will be generally good. There will always be some problems. For example, Trump has walked back his Russia-Ukraine thing and said, well, it might take a little bit longer than on day one to solve this problem. That's understandable. And it was always understood to begin with. Some people took it literally, and it's like, he's being hyperbolic. That's just the way that he is. He's Donald Trump. What the hell do you expect from him? Other than that, though, generally speaking, with the border, with crime, with deportation, those raids are apparently going to begin immediately in Chicago and in other urban environs. With crypto, with free speech, and so forth, I think that he's going to get the ball rolling really quickly. My hope is that he's already arranged things before his presidency began. Once he understood that he would be president of the United States, my hope is that he convened people and had a number of meetings, filed off as much paperwork as possible, so he can sign his name on it as quickly as possible. This would be Donald Trump's kind of management style. He's a very efficient man. You may not agree with all of his decisions, but he is exceptionally efficient. This is one of the secrets to his success. My hope is that that is going to play a role in his upcoming administration. Well, the present administration, as of 19 minutes ago when I'm recording this video. He's taken the oath of office. He is the president. Leftoids, their salt will flow. I'm sure there'll be some primal scream therapy and stuff like that. It'll be hysterical. Oh my God, not again. Oh, it was so terrible the first time around. We had low inflation and no new wars. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's basically the way that they're going to react to it. Which is going to be funny because they're a bunch of fucking sellouts, basically. I welcome a new Trump administration. Another thing that I want him to do, and this is self-serving in my case. As an independent content creator, I get fucked by the self-employment tax. So I'm hoping that he can extend his tax cuts. I want him to force that through. Tell the Republicans, I'm going to absolutely crucify you if you vote against this. Just fucking put it through. It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll create national debt. We've had trillions of national debt anyway. Who gives a fuck anymore? Apparently nobody does unless the other party is in power. So hopefully we can have a return now to diplomatic sanity, to domestic sanity, to economic sanity, and based on what he said at his inauguration, and based on the coherence that I saw, it was a very good speech. And he wasn't always reading a teleprompter or notes, by the way, at the same time. I have great hope for the incoming administration. I feel exceptionally optimistic about the next 4 years. Will leftoids attempt to sabotage things? Yes. Will foreign powers attempt to sabotage things? Yes, absolutely. Is Trump uniquely qualified to deal with both of these situations, especially now that he's had prior presidential experience? Yes, I believe that he is capable of managing things. He may not be God Emperor, although he's wearing the imperial purple, again, for a symbolic reason. But that being said, he is intelligent, he's capable of managing things, he is a good leader. He's also good at reading the pulse of the public. This is one of his key skills. I believe that he can do it. I believe he can go the distance, in other words. Again, look at the last administration, at the Biden administration. What did you get from them? Oh, he tripped over a sandbag. Well, okay, I mean, it's funny. You can make a meme about it and put it on YouTube or TikTok or wherever. Other than that, no managerial skills at all. By all accounts, he was indecisive. Trump is the exact opposite of Joe Biden when it comes to his managerial methodology. He makes a decision, snap, like that, and then it is carried through with. There is no hesitation, and that's exactly what we need. If we end up in a situation where there's a 4 a.m. call and the rockets are coming, Trump will go to the bunker and he'll be able to figure things out within 30 minutes probably. Joe Biden would sit there wondering, well, come on, man. Should I launch Corn Pop up in a rocket and deflect one of the missiles with him? Something like that. I mean, something zany, something insane. His presidency was a failure. Donald Trump's presidency generally was good before. I think that it will be better this second time around. Best birthday gift ever, by the way. That's about all. Peace out.